Hi everyone, and today's session is actually pretty speaking of what it was that I wanted to share with you today. I am super busy. There are a lot of things going on, both business-wise and personal-wise. And I wrote to Angela before, my business partner, that I have my bullets, I have everything ready. It's not like a scripted bullets that I'm having, but I noted down my 5 bullets that I wanted to share with you guys today and did the things I had to do on a personal level first, and then went in here like sliding into this live session. And then StreamYard is not working. I couldn't get it to work. I didn't really know. It was just a big black thing going on, and I didn't know how to solve it. And I was like, time is running out because I have to be somewhere else in 20 minutes. What do I do? Do I cancel this, or do I do as I preach? Do I do better than perfect? So what I did was I recreated a completely new StreamYard. So if you have registered for this event in a different event, then I will add the link so that you can watch this, or so that's the thing that you're watching now. But if this is the first time that you see me, my name is Josephine Warner, and I'm a former corporate executive turned LinkedIn specialist and business growth specialist too. So we have a private chat here. Not a private chat, we have a chat. So if you have anything that you want to share, any comments, if you're watching this, the replay of this, make sure you add the comment then, and I will be able to pick up on this. I stream this to LinkedIn, I stream this to Facebook, I stream this to YouTube too. What happens with live streams to Facebook is that they remove them after, I think it's 30 days is the new rule. So you can head over to my YouTube channel, Josephine Warner, if you want to grab a previous session or if you want to rewatch this session again. So I have 5 things that I wanted to share with you today that I would do differently. And I admit I still need to work on some of these 5 things. So it's a reminder to myself, but it's hopefully also a reminder to you. The reason why it looks like as if I'm in jail behind me is because we're also right in the middle of a move. So that is the thing too, that don't think it has to be perfect. Don't think, you have to have the best background. Don't think you have to have all figured out before jumping straight into sharing what it is that you want to share. And the reason why I wanted to share this particular lesson today was because I was a little bit tired when I decided on these topics. And I wanted to have something that really inspires you, that really motivates you, that really gives you the boost that you like, well, I can do this. I really want to share that with you. And when one of the things that I find is a little bit more, takes a lot of my time and energy, are the one-to-one offers. I love to connect with the people. I love to talk to my clients. But when I had hit, I think one year I had over 40 one-to-one clients. This was in 2023. I had over 40 one-to-one clients in 2023. And I was so tired. and Katja is here. So hi, Katja. It's lovely to have you here. And no tech setbacks can stop. I'm unstoppable, right? I just slide right by them. So in 2023, I had so many one-to-one clients. And I remember once I opened the Zoom and I was like, I can't even remember what we spoke about the last time. I had no recollection of even having seen the person that I had in front of me. And that was such a big light bulb moment. And at the same time, I realized that I had been chasing scaling without giving myself or my business the opportunity to actually scale. Because what I did was I constantly reinvented the wheel, and I got the offers. I kicked off my scalable offers. I invited clients to join me. I sold my offers. People joined them, and we started working on their problem. And after that first run through that program, I said, well, this wasn't the right thing for me. The ideal clients aren't the right clients. The problem wasn't big enough, or whatever reason I told myself was the reason that I had to rebuild a new offer. So that is actually the number one thing, to focus on one ideal client and one problem. don't constantly reinvent the wheel. That will not make it easier for you, but rather focus down on, I usually call this the power of one problem, one ideal client, one sales strategy, one solution. This is the piece that I want you to focus on. And we have Jujuko here. Hi, it's so happy to have you here too. Welcome. And so that is number one. Listen to what it is that they say that they want. And when I took a step back and I really started listening to what people said that they wanted from me, and that was in that particular case, it was, I want you to teach me how to do LinkedIn the way that you do LinkedIn. And in the beginning, I referred everyone to the big gurus. I said, go to that person instead, go to that person instead, because I was so hit by imposter syndrome. I saw all these big, super, what seemed to be super successful LinkedIn gurus. So I referred my prospects to them instead of really stepping up and taking the stage, because the people that want to learn from you, the people that want you to help them solve their problem, they might be just a few steps behind you. You are a few steps ahead of them. And that is so important to remember, that you step into the power of teaching and helping those that come shortly after you or behind you, you want to put it like that. So that, because they don't want to learn from someone who's like miles ahead of them. They want to learn from you. So that is number one, to step into your power and to focus on one problem, one solution, and one ideal client. And we have Angela here, and she says too, we love to reinvent the wheel again and again, even if we shouldn't. Yeah, and I will cover that piece too, which is probably, yes, it's my number 5. So stay tuned for the number 5 too. Number 2, this one is important for all the coaches out there, especially if you're just starting out. Have a tangible outcome. And what do I mean by that? I want you to sell the result, not sell the coaching. And I know that we coaches, we are so convinced of how powerful coaching is and how powerful coaching can be when it's done in the right way. But your clients or your prospects, they don't know that. They are not as convinced as you are, most of them at least. You can't sell coaching. No one wants to buy coaching. They want to buy the result. They want to buy the destination. And by that, also not think in terms of selling 5 sessions or times, 1 hour or whatever. They probably don't even care if it takes 5 sessions or 10 sessions, as long as it helps them to get the result, right? So focus on the outcome when you define what it is that you're doing. And I know that that can be really hard to do. So having someone who comes in and questions, well, what is it that you do? Why do you do it? What are the results that they're getting? And then not to be afraid of saying, well, if they follow my steps, if they do as I tell them to do, or if they take the actions that they come up with themselves in coaching sessions, what are the results that they will be getting? So focus on the outcome, right? Number 3, build it live and not in a vacuum. And I did this mistake myself too. I think 10 months it took me to create an offer that wasn't even published, right? 10 months I sat there thinking to myself, what is it that they want? How can I create this? Being so stuck in, analysis paralysis. Instead, get out there, start building, start inviting people to join your beta offer. That is the way to go. And when I say beta offer, what we usually do then is you outline the high level bullets of what it is that you want to cover so that they can get the result that they want to get. And then you sell that. Is there someone who wants to get this result? Here's how we do it, high level. And then people say, yes, I'm in. And then you say, this is a beta offer. This is the first time that I do this. And as a result, we will co-create it together and you will get a 50% off what I would charge otherwise. Run your beta offer. If no one registers for your beta offer, if no one raises their hand and says, yes, I want to do this with you, that it might be a very good reason for that too. So instead of wasting the time that I did back then 10 months and having nothing to show for it. You go out and you immediately test the market if there is really a desire for what it is that you want to help them with. So build live and not in a vacuum. You will not be able to create the best program in the world if you try to build it without really talking to anyone, without asking for feedback for your offer. Number 4, use LinkedIn as your lead engine. And I say this because I too started out on Instagram. I too tried to build on Instagram, tried to stand out. And in hindsight, I also think that it was a way to keep me safe, because we know that it is hard to build an audience on Instagram. We know that it is hard to stand out on Facebook, where everyone is there, including my mom and her friends, and my father-in-law is sharing pictures of his holidays, and nothing bad about that. But on LinkedIn, people are on LinkedIn to do business. People are on LinkedIn not to numb out, not to scroll through, watch cute cat memes, or I don't know, people falling over or whatever it is, making them laugh, just forgetting about what's happening. People are on LinkedIn to learn, to get their problem solved. Maybe not immediately, right? Which is why you have to be there consistently. And there is so much about AI going on at the moment. There is so much bot commenting. So many people want to do the shortcut, having others to send requests, sending requests on their behalf. That is how you can stand out, by being a real person. Yes, you might not be able to comment on 1,000 posts per day. You might not be able to get 100 new followers per day, but you will get the right connections and you will connect with the right people by just being you, by just being a real person connecting with people. I get a lot of Slack messages here. So Angela says here, there are people who need the help now, not after 9 months when we are ready. And that is so true. Just because you think that you need to be ready, there are people there right now who needs your help right now. Not when you think, oh, I need to have 1,000 people on my email list or 100 people on my email list or whatever it might be. Because if you start building your email list now, for example, and think in terms of, oh, I can't invite them to join my programs until I have 100 people. And then let's say it takes you 3 months to get to those 100 people. What happens then? Well, the first people who joined your email list, they're totally forgotten about you. So start connecting with the people today. Don't wait, because you will never be ready. There will never be a perfect moment. If I would think that, can't go live today, I'm not in my regular setting, then I wouldn't be here today. And rather, better done than perfect. Think that, better done than perfect. No one cares if you're perfect anyways. Then number 5 is say yes to aligned offers. What do I mean by that? I mean focus, right? So if we go back to number 1, the one problem, the one offer, the one solution, when you and I get so, creative, and both Angela and I, we want to create new offers the whole time, but that just kind of like makes it takes a lot of effort to create a new offer. So instead, focus on the one offer you have, build one bridge at a time, and then you can create the next one after that. Just to give you an example of one of my friends, her name is Tessa. She has one offer which she sells. She's a medical doctor. She sells the offer to other medical doctors to help them to crush their interviews for new jobs. That one offer has, over the last 5 months, created revenue, and this is a revenue of $400,000. One offer, one ideal client, within the last 5 months. Did she start 5 months ago? She didn't. She has run the reps. I think she has now launched the same offer 10 times, something like that. Do not give up. Continue what you're doing and make it better and better and better. Don't try to catch, the next chase the next shiny object. Focus. And then you think in terms of when you get one of these brilliant ideas, is this aligned with what it is that I want to do? Is this part of the bridge that I'm building? Or do I try to serve someone else here? So think in terms of how can I best serve the people? And my people, not everyone, because they don't want to be served by the generalist. They want to be served by the specialist. So how can you best serve your people? And the best way, actually, I think we often overthink our freebie. How can I create a great freebie? How can I start building my email list? How can I start helping the people on their path? How can I start building my audience? And the best freebie there is to actually have a virtual event. And with a virtual event, I mean a webinar or a masterclass, or you can call it a challenge, or you can call it a boot camp, whatever you want to call it. It is where you deliver a lot of value in a short period of time. You focus on inviting people to join we usually call them masterclasses. In my programs, we call them masterclasses. I run masterclasses too. So you invite people into a masterclass, and through that, you also get more people to join your masterclass. You build your email list that way. You build know, like, and trust very fast through that. One of my clients closed 6 new clients this past week as a result of a masterclass that she has run for 3 times already. The same masterclass, the same invitation, and it's a rinse and repeat process. And Angela says running the reps is so important. And that is so true. And it makes everything so much easier. So when I said in the beginning that I constantly reinvented the wheel. So when I created new offers, when I created new launches, new masterclasses, new workshops, I had to reinvent the wheel every single time. So if you're interested in how can I create the best lead magnet that there is for my offer, for my audience, then Angela and I Angela actually is running a 3-day event, I think it is, a 3-day event mid-June, and we are going to add the link so that you can register for that event mid-June, or 8th, 9th, 10th of June. And it's a free event. It's how you can build your own virtual event so that you can sell one-to-many. And by selling one-to-many, we also mean build know, like, and trust to many at the same time. Because not everyone will be ready to buy just because you are ready to sell. You will have clients that say that I am ready the very first day that they get to know you. Maybe they register for one of your virtual events, and then they say, I'm ready, I want to work with this person. Or you will have people who will be on your email list for years before they say that they are ready. And that is why it's so important to get close to them. And even though I really love LinkedIn, and I said that number 4 is to use LinkedIn as your lead engine, you need to have a process where you can actually take them from social media and onto your email list so that you can continue to nurture them there. And that's what we're doing in the virtual events. So Angela has added the link here. It's the virtual-with-virtual-events-Josephine. It's Josephine with an F and E, just like my name. And you will find the link, and I will also add the link on my YouTube so that you can easily find it there. So that was actually it for today. I thank everyone who has been here with me today. It's been a pleasure. Next time I will go live, I hope that there is less stuff going on before and after my live session. But if I can give you something to take with you from today's session, it is better done than perfect. You will never be completely ready. Just do it. So thank you so much for being here with me today, and I see you soon again. Thank you. Bye.